Today I want to show you guys how to make a simple homemade apple pie. You're watching the Bear Pantry Show. So in the video prior to this one, I showed you guys how to make 4 different types of pie doughs. 3 of them were sweet pie doughs and 1 of them was for meat pies or chicken pot pies. So the first thing that we're going to need in making the apple pie, of course, is going to be one of those sweet pie doughs. See, I already have it set off in this pie pan or Pyrex dish for you guys. And I'm using the one that's called Simple Pie Dough, so if you want to go back and reference that video, it's the one where I use the milk, to mix it up, and not the eggs, and it's not the Belizean pie dough. Although, you can use any of the other ones for this pie dough, but I like this one better for apple pie. It's really simple, straightforward, and we're off and running. So take a look at the ingredients that you're going to need for the filling part of the apple pie. Right here on the counter I have 3 apples, and they should be like 3 medium-sized apples. This one's kind of bigger. But anyways, it's 3 apples. I'm using these regular Gala or red apples. If you are using Granny Smith, you're going to omit one of the ingredients that I'm going to show you right now, okay? So let's take a look at the rest of the ingredients. This is 2/3 cup of regular white sugar. This is 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, a teaspoon of cinnamon, and the cinnamon is the thing that's going to give it its kick. And this is a tablespoon of lemon, freshly squeezed lemon juice. This is the ingredient that would be deleted if you're using Granny Smith apples, because those apples are a little bit more tart than these red ones. So I don't have any of those fancy things to core the apple and all that. So what I'm going to do is just get the apple peeled. I washed them already. I'm going to get the apples peeled, and I'm just going to show you what I do to get the middle part out, because I don't have one of the corey things, okay? So, here in the Bear Pantry, we use what we have. So let me go ahead and get the apples peeled. Alright, so I have one peeled already. I just wanted to show you guys here. See? Just going to use a little knife and peel it just the same way you do an orange. And what I do is just go straight in the center and I cut it. And these middle parts that are hard, this is what we'd be coring. Just take those out with the knife like that. You don't have to go buy special tools, okay? All these things cost money, and sometimes we're like on a limited budget. So I want you guys to know that I made this apple pie last night to test the recipe. And it came out so delicious. I quickly packed it up and ran it over to my friend Leah's, because I knew I'd be making this one for the show today to show you guys. So just get all those parts out, and all we're going to do is slice it up like this, alright? We're going to do that to all 3 of them. And then I'll show you what we do next. Okay guys, so the apples are peeled and cored and sliced up, and so now it's time to move on into making the filling. Oh, as a little FYI, notice my bowl is bright red. Yellow and red makes you want to eat more. Look at my kitchen. It's painted yellow. No wonder we eat all the time in here. And the color blue, like this, makes you not want to eat. So I have a lot of blue plates in here because sometimes we have to contain our little eating over here. So all I'm going to do is add the flour. It's only a little bit of flour, okay? The cinnamon, this is the thing that's going to make it so tasty. And the sugar. I'm adding the wrong sugar there. That's the sugar for the top. This is the sugar, 2/3 cup. So, adding the sugar. I'm just going to mix this up. If you notice, the cinnamon's going to make it look brown, kind of like if brown sugar was in there. This is so simple, guys. Apple pie is so simple to make. When I was in Belize growing up as a child, we never got apple pies. We never got apples. Apples were a thing that you got at Christmas time because it was an imported product. Apples and pears were an imported product. As a matter of fact, avocados in Belize is called pears and not the pear like we would know it here. And so you only got that at Christmas time as a treat. So I'm going to add my lemon juice because I'm not using Granny Smith's. And I don't think I would ever use Granny Smith's in this because I really like the way the lemon juice does to this mixture. And so all it takes now is to add the apples in there. And that's it. It's nothing at all to it. So what I'm going to do now is just go on ahead and coat these apple slices really well with our little sugar flour mixture. And this is all it is to the insides of the apple pie. When I first learned how to make apple pie, I thought you had to cook the apples first, like stew them on the stove or something. But no, it'll cook really, really well in the oven. So that's all I'm doing is coating it. Coating all the pieces. Then the next thing that I want to do, let me get some of the stuff out of the way. I had a little assistant this morning, but he kind of deserted me. So this is my pie shell. And all I want to do now is go ahead and put my filling. Nothing at all to it, guys, and you know the sugar is going to melt and become really wet, right? I'm just going to set it around really nice. We don't want this to be overfilled, you know, because we want the top to go on really nice. And there are two ways that you can do the lid for this. You can actually just roll it out and kind of slap it over there and get like some shears and cut 4 lines from the middle. And that's pretty too, but we're going to get all crazy up in here, all technical. And we're going to actually weave a lattice top. Alright, so over here in this corner of the counter, I have another pie dough, because remember I made one pie dough for the session before this. So I went and created another one, same recipe, simple pie dough recipe. And I rolled it out round just like if it were going to go on top of the pie. And I'm using this little knife right here. Nothing special about the knife. What we're going to do is cut out these rows. So this is basically what I did. I've seen some people use rulers and stuff to get it all perfect. It does not have to be perfect, okay? So I did all these strips. And what I'm going to do is remove this one first. And then go every other one. So we could go in one direction, okay? Alright guys, so let's get down to business. I'm going to put this first one here. You know what, let me fix this. I don't want this to start breaking on me at all, so let me patch that right away before we have a problem. Put this one right out here on the edge. And then we have another one right here. And remember, I'm going every other one when I'm getting it from the counter over here, okay? So there goes another one. And you don't have to do this, but it's just fun. So don't let this stress you out, okay? Think of it as meditation. Very simple. There's no precise measurement as to how many pieces. Now, what we can do, if you don't want to stress of weaving, we can actually just do that and set the rest that way. And it'll still be beautiful, okay? But we're special. We want to weave. So let's start this one in the middle. And what we're going to do is pull that one back, pull that one back, I believe. Put that one in the middle, and then we could fold this back and see what we have going on. So if you notice, it's going in and out, in and out. Yay, we're so smart. So Joe's helping me again, you guys, and he's laughing at me because he knows I love when these things come out good. I think we'll do that one that way, and let us see what's happening. So this one, we want this one to go under. It's over, under, over, under. How's it looking, guys? How am I doing? It's fun. Okay, so let's see what we need to do here. And just think, your family's gonna go, ooh, ah, ooh, how did you do that? At least you hope, right? So there's another one. Am I going correct? Yeah. So this is totally kind of like a math thing. So that one, pick this one up, pick this guy up right here, and it's working out easier than I had thought. Another strip, put on the edge. And that one's correct. This one has to lap over, and then this one. Go in there, apple. Don't give me any trouble. And I think because we have more dough, if we didn't have any dough, we could end it here. But because I have more dough, no, this one's not behaving itself at all. Here I am thinking I'm smart, huh? Let's fix this fella right here. And this guy right here. So you want to make sure it's being planted on both sides. This is so much fun, guys. I'm being silly today. I'm being silly. And all you gotta do is eyeball it and go see it again, go watch again. So, that one. And I'll put one on the end here, just because I have it. If I didn't have it, we'd still be okay. So let's go this way. Okay, I think I've got it. And like I said, there's no wrong way, so don't get all panicked, all right? So how are we looking? Gorgeous. So now let me get my shears. Okay, so I found my shears. You know, for the longest time, I never used to have shears in this kitchen because every time I bought some, the kids stole it. So now heads are gonna roll for who steal my shears. So let's just cut off some of the edge. And we don't need to cut off a whole lot because we're gonna tuck some in. Let's see, let's see. I just don't want it to be touching the counter, right? So I'm sure you could probably do this with a knife, but so much easier with shears. Get these edges out my way. So what we do next, guys, is just gonna tuck these. If you can see what I'm doing, just tuck these. Tuck them there. I promise you it's easy, okay? The hardest part about making apple pie is waiting 2 whole hours for it to cool down after it bakes before you can serve it. You serve it too hot, you're gonna burn your mouth. And then nothing else is gonna taste good for the rest of the holiday season. Because your taste buds are gonna be all whacked up. Okay, so what we do next is we're gonna do some egg wash. And egg wash is just a fancy way of putting an egg, kind of whisking it, and add a little bit of water. That's all it is to egg wash, okay? Not difficult at all. My oven is ready for me, by the way, 425 degrees. And we're gonna bake it for 425 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 minutes. And then we're gonna lower the temperature to 350 and bake it for an additional 20 minutes. So it's gonna be 40 minutes total for this. This is gonna serve 8 people if we're not greedy. We want to do this because this makes it crispy and brown and just beautiful and gorgeous. I'm going to go ahead and put the egg wash. And then you're going to need a little bit of sugar, just regular white sugar. Just sprinkle all over the top. Doesn't it already look good? Bet you guys want to eat this already, huh? And then the final thing that I do is put it in the oven. It's 12:25 now. In 20 minutes, I'm going to turn the temperature down to 350 and then bake it for another 20 minutes. And I'll be back when it's fresh from the oven. Here's the finished product. So here's the first piece. It was so hard. Look, there's a big old chunk missing already. I wonder who did that. So let me taste it a little bit. Like I haven't tasted it already. You know what? It tastes as good as it smells. I think I found a new dessert that I like now, apple pie. And I'm not really a pie person. I used to always tell people the only pie I like is cheesecake. I don't even really like the lemon pie. I'll eat it if that's the only thing there, but I really love this. The top, the sugary, you know, because we put the sugar on the top. It was so awesome. The pie crust is flaky, nice and crunchy and good. And the insides is really, really good because of the cinnamon. I hope you guys try this. I know we only we celebrate Thanksgiving here only in America, but Christmas is coming up. You know, in December, here at the Greenwich household, we have so much to celebrate. We have the 20th of December is going to be my anniversary with Joe, our wedding anniversary. It's 27 years. And then Christmas, of course, is the 25th. And then Jada's birthday is the 27th, 2 days after Christmas, and she's going to be 18. It's such a joy to be doing this show with you guys. I think I started this show at the right time. You know, sometimes people ask me, don't you wish you would have started like way back in 2006 when everybody else started? Well, I didn't know about, you know, that you could broadcast yourself on YouTube at the time. So I started in 2011, October 2011, and I'm really happy to be doing this. And it's all because of you guys. If I didn't have the feedback from you guys, I think I would have quit a long time ago. So I really, really, really appreciate and adore all of you. Thank you so much for watching the show. I know your time is very valuable, so any time that you give me is greatly appreciated. Hit like if you like the video, share it for me. Thank you for picking up the book. And all these recipes are being compiled in a data entry program that I'm gonna create in a book, another book soon, okay? And Jada's book is pretty much ready. We're just procrastinating because I have to edit it and proofread it, and wish I had somebody to help me do that. But anyways, I love you guys. Thanks for watching, and until I see you again, take care. Don't forget to stop by my vlog. Right here on YouTube, it's called Babs Bear Talk. Please be sure to stop by my review channel right here on YouTube. It's called Bear Pantry Talk.